In today's episode, we are going to continue from where we left off, and this is going to be a very advanced tutorial on how to never ever lose money trading meme coins. Obviously, you guys are already familiar with Neo Vision on Bullx, neo.bullx.io. You are familiar with Dex Screener, and in case you don't really know exactly what I'm talking about, please check the link in the description or one of the cards or even the highlighted video on my YouTube channel is going to show you the previous episodes that I did and where we sort of had this information further, or rather fully elaborated on. We really dived deep into all these things that I'm talking about here. So in case you missed on this information, it's very important for you to go back and just take a look at it, because you're going to get confused AF. You understand? All right. So I'm also assuming that you already have the right filters when it comes to Neo Bullx. In case you don't really have the right filters, this is what I'm looking at right now. And the token age is going to be 12 minutes. You can leave it at 12 minutes or 30 minutes. It doesn't really matter. So about to graduate filters are like this. Okay. So with this one, it's 3 minutes. And these are the other type of settings that I have. All right. So you are trading meme coins. You are being bombarded with some potentially very good meme coins. Like, for example, let's say this one popped up under your radar, right? So how are you supposed to proceed and make money with it? So in today's episode, I want to give you the best trading indicators that you can incorporate when a certain coin comes under your radar, when it meets the criteria. Remember, in yesterday's episode, we talked about the volume, the demand, and the community, and also the psychological technical analysis levels that you need to concentrate on in order for you to be a successful meme coin trader. So just to have a quick recap, right? The reason why the volume is very important is volume shows demand. So this is one of the reasons why we have our filters having a threshold, or rather a token age of 12 minutes, because we want to only trade cryptocurrency meme coins that are recently created. Okay, go to the about to graduate filter as well. This one has got a maximum of around 3 minutes. So time is very important. Time and age of a meme coin is very important. Volume is very important due to the fact that it shows us the potential capability and staying power of a meme coin. So when you have these two things in mind, it's going to be easy for you to sort of figure out what cryptocurrency meme coins to concentrate on and just how to basically make money from them. So in today's episode, I really want to focus on the technical analysis that you're supposed to be conducting, especially when it comes to these psychological levels. 100K, 250K, 500K, 1 million, 5 million US dollars, 20 million US dollars, and 50 million US dollars. So this is going to be mostly considered, especially when the meme coin fits the criteria above: volume, demand, and the number of holders as well. So a meme coin has already passed your criteria. It's already under your radar, and you want to sort of maximize and never lose a trade. So now let's talk about the technical indicators that you're supposed to be utilizing, the TA indicators. So number one, what you're going to rely on is the VWAP. VWAP is related to the volume. A session volume profile, SVP, is very important as well. So these two indicators are dedicated indicators that represent volume. So remember, one of the criteria that we are concentrating on is the aspect of volume. Okay, at the moment there are very few indicators that can project and concentrate on time, because time is a very unpredictable aspect and it projects into the future. So when it comes to trading, right, you do not know the future. You've got no idea how and when things are going to happen. What you only have is the recent past. That recent past can help you formulate projections and probabilities into the near future. And this is one of the reasons why these two indicators, the VWAP, which is the volume weighted indicated or average price. I'm probably butchering these abbreviations, but VWAP is a very common volume indicator. Session volume profile is also going to help you as well. So in case you guys don't really know exactly what these are, this is one of the reasons why Uncle Google is a very helpful thing. So do not be lazy. Go on your internet, search VWAP, SVP, and figure out how to use these things. Because the SVP and the VWAP are going to give you an edge. They are going to give you a cheat code. The reason why you guys are probably watching my YouTube video is you are looking for the cheat code. You are looking for the blueprint. You understand? So now I'm about to give you the blueprint, especially after you filter out the meme coins that you want to concentrate on. Okay, so these technical analysis indicators are mostly going to be incorporated at psychological technical analysis levels. Okay, and this is mostly going to work on the 100K and the 250K. These two levels right over here are mostly where you're going to incorporate these indicators right over here that overall represent the volume aspect of one of your filters. You see the correlation and you see where we're going at, right? So number one, when you guys put in a little bit of research when it comes to the VWAP, right? So basically a VWAP is a line that shows you the strength of, traded contracts in a market. So when the price is trading below VWAP, right? Imagine these are your candles. These are your candles right over here. Okay, let's just try to simulate a few Heikenhashi candles, right? When the VWAP is above, right, it means that there isn't a lot of volume. So expect loss in momentum. When you have loss in momentum, it means the price is probably going to go down. So already you know that the VWAP is supposed to show strength. Okay, because you are looking for the breakout. Imagine the price is around 100K to around 250K US dollars in terms of its market cap, right? A meme coin is trading at that particular level. What you have to do is when the price has sort of done this and then starts fluctuating, because it usually gives a bullish flag pattern before it finally breaks out, okay, or before it breaks down. It usually has got this structure. So when it's making this structure, look at the VWAP and make sure that the VWAP is becoming stronger. So remember, your time frame is the 3-minute time frame. So your VWAP time frame is going to be 1 minute. You understand? So when you go to tradingview.com, and you sort of whatever platform you're using to like do your technical analysis, if you're on Bullx, add your VWAP there and make sure that you have the time frames put in the right order. So let's, for example, just go to Solana right over here. We go to Solana and we take a look at that. Okay, so your time frame is going to be 1 minute. So you're going to go to the 1 minute time frame and check out the VWAP and see what is going to be happening. Okay, so going back to Bullx, here we don't have anything because it obviously is only scanning stuff that are obviously within the maximum 12-minute token edge criteria right over there. So getting back to this, okay, you put your 1 minute VWAP and you start looking for the price, or rather the candles, to be trading above the VWAP. So this right over here is your VWAP structure. Okay, so what you're looking for is signs of the candles being above the VWAP. Okay, your candles are going to have that type of structure. Sometimes they can do this and they start going up. Okay, so what you're looking for is the candles using the VWAP as a form of support and them constantly trading above it. When the candles are trading above the VWAP structure, it just means there's gonna be a high probability that it is going to break out. Okay, so when it comes to your psychological level right over there, just make sure that you've got volume increasing. So the essence of using these two indicators is just the fact that you need to determine whether the volume is increasing or not. Okay, so you can only do that when you use a VWAP or a session volume profile type of indicator. It's going to show you whatever time frame you put it at. Okay, so I hope you guys understand how to use the VWAP in order for you to determine that a psychological level is holding and there's gonna be a breakout towards the upside. Okay, so I hope you guys understood that. So first thing that you need to understand is when a coin is very bullish, it will sort of do this structure, then have a bearish flag type of pattern where the price does that, it does that, and then eventually it either breaks out to the upside, goes to either psychological levels, or breaks down. So during this particular phase, you've got a very short period of time to determine whether it's going to be a breakout or a breakdown. Use the VWAP and the SVP to determine that. So now let's go to the SVP, the session volume profile. So session volume profiles are very important due to the fact that we are able to see some sort of structure. So in this particular case, and I'm really summarizing everything because I'm assuming that you guys are going to do your research and you're going to sort of put in a little bit of work. That's how learning works, because if I just spoon feed everything to you, you're going to have this sort of unhealthy entitlement, and I really hate entitled people. Entitled people are the worst to deal with, so I want you to put in work. Do not be lazy. So when it comes to the SVP structures, right, you've got many symbols. You've got the lowercase b, where you have the POC. The POC is a point of control, just simply, shows you where the most amount of traded contracts are available. Then you also have the P structure. The P structure with a POC in the middle, and you also have other structures such as the D structure with the POC being in the middle right over there, and you also have the the uppercase B structure, where you have, sometimes it could be at the bottom and other times it could be at the top, and then you also have variations with the B type of structure. So what you're going to be looking at is due to the what you're mostly going to be interested in. The type of shape, as far as your SVP is concerned, is supposed to be the P structure. The P structure shows strength and a high likelihood of a breakout towards the upside. And this is one of the reasons why, if you have this particular trajectory and the price is beginning to trade like this on a psychological level, then you take a look at the SVP, the session volume profile, on a small time frame. It should be able to resemble the P structure. So when you have a P structure type of scenario, there is a higher likelihood of a breakout happening in the near future. So what you're supposed to do is you pivot your anchor points towards the lower band of the P structure, and you only buy at the bottom or the base of the P. Okay, so these are going to be your entry structures right over here as the session volume profile matures. So while this is happening, you are consistently scanning the VWAP, and you are consistently observing the increase of your volume, because the volume precedes price action. And when you see volume increasing, then expect a breakout to happen. So while you're doing that, look out for the session volume profile P structure, which shows a high likelihood of a breakout. The reason why a P structure is most likely to break out is due to the fact that there's a lot of concentrated demand on the point of control, which is built on the upper band of a trading session. When that happens, the point of control becomes weaker and weaker, and since the demand is so high, the structure is going to lead to an increase in the price. And this is one of the reasons why whenever you see a P structure, especially after a bullish move, just know that there's going to be a breakout soon. So how you can trade a P structure is, number one, either buy the lower band retracement levels or buy the breakout. Breakout and retracement of a breakout, because when you have a breakout, it's likely going to sort of come back to the base and retest the previous resistance turned into support, and then continue towards the upside. So there are only a few things that you can do, because you are anticipating the price to go towards the upside. So even if it breaks out, so let's say, for example, you've been trading at 250K, and all of a sudden it goes to 300K, and then it reduces and goes back to 250K. You can easily buy that up in anticipation for a continuation towards the upside. So this particular structure is repeated all over and over and over again. So if you guys put in the time and the effort, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And those who actively trade meme coins, they already know this structure happens, especially on the psychological levels. And this is how you make a lot of money, and you're going to be very extremely successful when it comes to your meme coin trading journey. So remember, time in cooperation with demand and volume is going to give you the highest odds, especially at psychological levels. So use the VWAP and the session volume profile, which is commonly called the SVP. When you do this, there's no way you are going to fail. So use my filters, watch yesterday's episode, and do your thing. Remember, we have a crypto trading group. We do a lot of stuff, high level stuff, and you make a lot of money with us. Of course, depends on the markets. If markets are bullish, we'll make much more money. If the markets are bearish, we're going to be very careful with the type of investments that we make, because we do not want to be actively buying in a sluggish market. When the markets are retracing, let them do their thing. Make minimal investments, prepare, safeguard your portfolio, then only make moves when the markets are back bullish. All right, so just email me 2019nextup@gmail.com and we can pick it up from there. So if you want to take your trading level to the next level, you already know what to do. So the way that I broke it down, if you guys have been trading cryptocurrency meme coins, you obviously know that I know what I'm talking about, and I know that what I'm talking about definitely works. This is not really fluff. This is actual, real Wall Street type of thinking and technical analysis, if I can put it that way. So you guys have been awesome. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will talk to you a little bit later.